I want you to do this because God is saying we owe them. What? What you say? We owe them? Yes, we owe them. Go to Exodus 17. Exodus chapter 17. Exodus 17, verses 12 through 16. You remember this, Bishop preached this a few weeks ago, called air strikes. When Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side, one on the other, so that his hands remained steady till sunset. So Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with the sword. Then the Lord said to Moses, write this on a scroll as something to be remembered and make sure that Joshua hears it, because I will completely blot out the name of Amalek from under the heaven. I'm going to read that again. Go back and look at that. Then the Lord said to Moses, write this on a scroll. Write it down.
That's 982.
Scroll as something to be 982. And make sure that Joshua hears it. He completely blot
Let me show y'all
out
something,
the
man.
name of Amalek from under
I
the
do that
heaven.
shit all day, every day, 2 years strong. Not because of the transplant situation. I know my shit's straight. But it's because of COVID-19 is out here in all fucking communities, all households, everywhere. Because look at your next door person that you are by. Anybody you run across, no matter if you had to go to the regular store, corner store, you go to church, you go to work or whatever. Believe me, they done went home, they done went around a gang of people without a mask. And 7 out of 10 people you see is not vaccinated. Still, if they is vaccinated, got the one-time dose, or maybe got the JJ in them or whatever, and thought that was the cure of it. How many people can post their vaccination card where it showed 2 to 3 dosage that you've been vaccinated? Why is so many people getting COVID non-stop? And then the ultimate thing they saying, people that already had it, they already had the shot or whatever, so they can't get it for 3 months. It's been so many excuses behind COVID that the black community done took up and said that they are the ones to choose not to take it. But we are the number one. In my mind, I don't give a damn about other races. They there, but I don't care. No matter what I've been doing for 48 years, I've been around my people. Only time I haven't, unless I went in the hospital and had to go to appointments and stuff like that. So it's not sugarcoated and say that I'm just trying to stick with this other type of race or whatever. I be around my people no matter where I lived in my whole life. When I was locked up, wherever I went, I stayed around my people non-stop. Now, see, I'm at risk of not knowing what's going to happen if I go around my people too much and did too much after transplant. I've been around a gang of people. I never know what would have been the outcome. I chose to follow the most best thing that I see Pastor Tubman preaching about, the common sense level at 47 to 50% of a black man, and the religious level is at about 28% or whatever. But it's on the concept of me knowing common sense level at an 80% with me, because I move how I know to move, and I figure out things quick to find the best routes, movement, and where I need to go to get treated. That's how you get a heart transplant dealing with a CHF for 25 years and told that in 1997, me being a black man coming from where I came from, that it couldn't happen. Then eventually, when I met Dr. Clyde Yancey, he was the overseer of UT Southwest, and in '04, after what I went through, told me you're going to get a transplant one day. This was 16, 17 years ago. And Dr. Yancey, he's over the University of Northwestern in Wisconsin, Chicago, Illinois, somewhere. And he told me, you're going to get a heart one day. I promise you that. And guess what? I got it. 5 days later, Dr. Trachtenberg came in, took a picture, and emailed Dr. Yancey. And he said, yeah, I remember Mr. Edwards. So I went off this black man, this doctor telling me I was going to get a heart transplant back in 2004. And think about it. Y'all really put y'all 2 cents together, whatever you want to say. It was super hard for any black person, period, no matter if you the richest person in the world or the poorest person in the world, to get any type of organ donation, any type of transplant back in 2003, 2004. There was a few sipping through the curves. And yes, I was one that was sip through the curves. No matter what my background, they still gave me hope because they let me go the whole process. It changed my life. I stopped doing a lot of stuff that I was doing. 97, discovering that I had heart failure on back. It was over with. Now it's 2021. I'm sitting with a heart in my chest. COVID is out there real strong in my community. Now I don't know what the next move is. So please, if you don't get the vaccine, at least stay protected. Wear that mask. We know what the consequences come when it go in your system. It's better treatments coming. We're going to have to ride it out till it get... It's going to be some got to go. I hate the ones who pass, rest their soul. And I know they looking down, wishing they would have never went around some of the people that done gave it to them. I promise you that. Out of them 672, 3,000 now, it's a gang of them. If we can hear what they would say, they wishing they would never went to the clubs. They wish they would never went to the parties, to church, to gatherings. Everywhere where they knowing people didn't give a damn. January, July 2020, March, April 2020, when it was still people acting like this stuff never existed. Now this ain't a hard pill for y'all to swallow. Drop in my comment on this one, no matter where I post it at. If you're feeling some type of way, I'm going to respond on it. Because I told you my common sense factor is at 80%, and I'm ready to get in the paint with anybody challenging this. And look at the record. Go pull it up on your Google. COVID-19 deaths since the pandemic done hit. And what you going to argue with me about? Y'all stay protected, stay safe. Weekend coming up again. Another round of motherfuckers going in sick by Monday morning. That's how we got to come now. No matter if you're trying to be safe, you see a bunch of people not being safe coming at us. Not caring if you get it or not. This wilderness, they said we can walk to this and we can live freely. It's 2021 going into 2022. It's not no free willy, no more type era. We is in diseases coming left and right. Heart, lung, liver, kidneys. And y'all better wake up and recognize that you can't follow these fools out here telling y'all that y'all can walk right. Keep that faith in God. Keep praying and use common sense. And walk the best line y'all can walk. It ain't about having a gang of money or being broke. It's about living to see what now, 2025, 2030, which half of us done shot to the 50% bracket to even reach 2030, 2025. Yeah, y'all think about that part. Everybody, every fucking body. COVID-19 is here to stay. We got to get equipped to go around it like we did the flu. And we was already talking about 1918. They was silly. It's all type of things been said. Look it up, Google it. About the flu pandemic when it first came up. They didn't know what to do. They running just like we doing in 2020, 2021. And just imagine 103 years from now what they gonna be saying about this generation when another pandemic come up on them. It's a cycle going back and forth. On that note, I'm out. Take this how you want to take it.